This is Transformers Dark of the Moon, and you have no idea how freaking hard it is to record this. I mean, like, I tried to do this with a Chi video recording thing that only took like 480p, and then when I tried to do it with this HD capturing device, I couldn't get a nice time to record this without like everybody interrupting me. So we're gonna just play the first mission, and hopefully finish this in less than 2 hours for me recording this. However, I'm gonna split this into multiple parts. Oh boy. And what is there to say? I wanted to record this for so long.
3 years have
So long, in fact, that I have no idea when I first wanted to. I knew it was more than 3 years ago.
Despite our best efforts, Megatron
And this is just part of my little thing where I try to record or play every Transformers game on a YouTube channel. Because I always wanted to do that.
I wish that
Anyway, so the story here is that
they remain here,
after Revenge of the Fallen, we
hiding,
or the Autobots defeated all the Decepticons, hopefully. Except we didn't.
waiting.
So, yeah. We're gonna... and there's Soundwave. I don't really have a problem with this design for Soundwave. I mean, like... You know, he's a satellite, which makes sense, since he's the communications officer. And, like, he's a robot in the sky, so he has to be silver, like all the other space junk in there. So, yeah, it kind of makes sense for his coloring, but, I mean, when he gets onto Earth, he should have been, like, blue. And I had no problem with his vehicle form either. He has, like, his, vehicle form is, like, totally fine. And he has, all of his weapons make sense. I just wish he had more mini-cons. Anyway. So here we are as Bumblebee. I know what I'm doing. Anyway. Alright, and I also unlocked every achievement for this game. So that's how hardcore of a fan of Transformers I am, I guess. Follow the objective marker, okay. You know, I got into Transformers when it was the second movie, and that seems kind of ironic because like that's like one of the worst Transformers movies. But yeah, it was like my first introduction to Transformers, and it's like, oh yeah, now I like all the Transformers series, like G1, Beast Wars 2. Oh yeah, I watched Beast Wars 2nd, I meant. Yeah. It's free on YouTube. You know, but like the entire show's in Japanese, and someone subbed it. Thank you, person that subbed it. Oh wait a minute, I know who it is. I just can't pronounce Japanese. Also, I think I remember like seeing a playthrough when this first came out, like in 2011, where some guy's like, oh yeah, I hated the first game because of the timer, and then like a timer, and then this timer just pops up, and it's like, god damn it. And everybody hates, and yeah, everybody should hate the first Transformers game that was like based on the movie. Not the one on NES, the one on PS2 and Xbox 360 and PS3 and Wii and who knows what the fuck else. Actually, the entire Transformers wiki might know, but uh-oh. And you know, I played it, and it's like, yeah, this could be like Revenge of the Fallen on the Xbox 360, except it's on the Wii. And it's like, oh, wait. You know, all the missions have timers. Anyway, we've been planting a bomb. Kind of like a virus. And, yeah, anyway, back to the first Transformers game. That one, I played, like, the, Autobot campaign as Bumblebee, and then I kind of got somewhere, but I didn't on the Decepticon mission. I was always stuck on Blackout's mission because I couldn't figure out what the frick to do. Plus, I'm not even sure if I even have that game anymore. But yeah, this is a way better game than that one. In fact, I think the Revenge of the Fallen game that came out in like 2009 was way better than the first Transformers game on the based on the first movie, first live-action movie. See how confusing Transformers is because like there's so many different continuities and shit like that. It's like, oh yeah, we're talking about Starscream, that treacherous little bastard. No, the one in Beast Wars 2nd. He's kind of cool. You know. And we can talk about Beast Wars 2nd. Yes, I should. So, Beast Wars 2nd is, not the sequel to, Beast Wars. It's the, Japanese Beast Wars, basically. It's, oh shit, I didn't ram that guy. So basically, it has, none of the, American Beast Wars characters that we all know from CGI shit. Anyway, this one was sponsored. That one, Beast Wars 2nd, was funded by Takara Tomy or whatever. I think they were still called Takara back then. And basically, the story is the same as Beast Wars, where it's like, oh yeah, we crashed on Earth, except we call this Earth Gaia, and we're actually in the future, not the past. Isn't that interesting? Okay, there, I got ram kill. So they crashed on Earth, or Gaia, whatever the fuck. And all the humans are basically dead. They left the planet because of the anomalous energy. And the Autobots, or Cybertrons, since like it's Japanese and all the Autobots are called Cybertrons or Maximals. I don't fucking care anymore. Or if we actually have to kill all these guys. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Or else they would have given me this handy dandy orbital beacon. So, back to Beast Wars 2nd. So, like, the Cybertrons are, Leo Convoy, or Lio Convoy. Apache... Tasmanian Kid, and Scuba, and Diver. Scuba's, like, apparently supposed to be the best character, which I fucking agree. He is. Yeah, because he gets like this Octo Tank. What else? Yeah, he's always there to save the day also. So it's like, oh, you guys have been having trouble? Oh, I'll just bust in my Octo Tank. You know? Oh, you want my Octo Tank? Well, screw you. Because you've been shown to be a horrible Tasmanian kid. Anyway, the Destrons, Decepticons, or Predacons, wherever you want. They're basically consist of normal Decepticon bodies, such as like jets and trucks and whatnot. Which the show basically, it's like, oh yeah, they scanned designs on a computer in order to get these forms. And it's like, yeah, that kind of makes sense, but yeah, whatever. And it's like most of the time, but the only problem is that it's like, oh yeah, the oh my god, Autobots are never one. Anyway, but the only problem is they can't turn the robot mode because they'll rust to death. But the Decepticons, or the Destrons, or Predacons, or whatever the fuck, let's just call them Decepticons for easy sake. Because I don't want to say Destrons, Decepticons, Predacons. Anyway, they're always like in a robot form, and plus when they're not in robot form, they're a jet. So why aren't they rusting? Like they're still metal as a jet or truck or whatever. So yeah, there's a plot hole or whatever. And another thing that the show has is like, there's these two characters that are on the moon, and they're like third-person narrators, kind of. But they're also like characters in the show, so they can be harmed by stupid shit that the Autobots and Decepticons do. Yeah. I mean, like, the most recognizable character in the show is like Leo Convoy, because basically he's just lying off in his prime. And I'm really hoping that nobody wakes up and then tries to walk in the room and be like, oh yeah, who are you talking to? It's like, I don't know, I'm trying to do a little playthrough here. It's like, go back to bed. 6 o'clock, or 9, 7. Yeah, I'm recording this at 7. Except if you're not in, actually, never mind, I'm not gonna give away my location. By just giving out my time. That's stupid. Anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of recording at 7 a.m. because everybody's asleep and they won't bother me. And you know what's better? Is that I don't have anybody in my room now. Because that person stay up all night. Oh great, helicopters. Yes, you can melee everything, and it will die. What's, you know, it gives you more, hey, where'd the helicopter go? Oh. There we go. Took so long. I like the skybox in this game. It looks nice. You know, this game it looks nice sometimes, but other times it's like, oh, that's just, that doesn't look like wire or rock or whatever. You know. And that kind of becomes not really of a problem. I mean, Soundwave's mission in this game also, it's like it loads a lot more. But at least it isn't like Sonic 06 where it's like, hey, loading screen, more loading screen, and whatever. And yes, we've destroyed the communications grid. Yay. Now Soundwave's all hacked and whatever.